Welcome to our explainer. If you've ever felt like you're just drowning in digital busy work, this one is absolutely for you. Today, we're diving into a super powerful AI tool that promises to take on your most repetitive tasks so you can get your time back and focus on what really matters. So let's kick things off with a problem I think we all know way too well. That endless feeling of being bogged down by all the digital busy work that just completely eats up our day. I mean, seriously, think about it. How many hours a week do you just lose to stuff like this? Sifting through a chaotic inbox, prepping documents for the next meeting, or writing that same follow-up email for what feels like the 100th time. That's precious time you're not spending on the creative, strategic work that actually pushes things forward. Okay, so let's talk about the solution. Imagine having a personal AI assistant that's built specifically to handle these kinds of jobs for you. Well, that's pretty much exactly what Google Workspace Flows is designed to be. At the very heart of this tool is something they call a flow. And honestly, the best way to think about a flow is like it's a custom recipe. You're the chef, and you're telling your assistant precisely what to do, step by step, across all your different apps to get a specific task done, all on its own. Now, I know the phrase building in automation can sound a little intimidating, right? But here's the secret. Every single flow, and I don't care how complicated it looks, is built from just three simple core ideas. That's it. Just three. Let's break them down real quick. First up, you've got the starter. This is basically the trigger. It's that one specific event that kicks the whole thing off. It could be something happening, like you get an email from a specific person, or it could just be time-based, like a flow that just runs on its own every Monday at 9 a.m. Second, you have the steps. Pretty straightforward. These are the actual actions your flow is going to take once it's been triggered. A step could be to reply to that email, or update a specific spreadsheet with some new data, or even ask Gemini to go research a topic for you. And number three, we've got variables. Okay, this is where the real magic happens. Variables are what make your flows smart. They're basically little pieces of information that connect your steps together. So for example, a variable can grab the sender's email address from step 1 and then automatically use that same address in step 2 to update a spreadsheet. It's the glue that holds the whole process together. Okay, so you've got the building blocks, starter, steps, and variables. Now the big question is, how do you actually put them together? Well, Google gives you 3 different paths to create your first flow, so you can jump in at whatever skill level feels right for you. The easiest and, frankly, most futuristic way to start is by just describing what you want. You tell it what you want the flow to do in plain, everyday language. No code, no complex setup, just an instruction. You can literally give it a prompt just like this one. Workspace Flows will then instantly translate your words into a working automation that you can check out and tweak. It feels less like programming and a lot more like just talking to an assistant. All right, your next option, which is just as easy, is to use a template. These are basically pre-built flows that are already designed for common, everyday tasks. All you have to do is some minor setup. So, for instance, here's a template for staying on top of requests from your manager. And you can see our 3 building blocks right here in action. The starter, an email arrives. The steps, summarize it with Gemini and then send you a chat notification. All you have to do is click through and adjust it to fit exactly what you need. And finally, for the most power and flexibility, you can choose to build a completely unique flow from the ground up. This gives you total control over every single starter, step, and variable. This path, this is where you unlock the tool's full potential. I mean, imagine automatically prepping meeting notes just based on what's in your calendar, or getting instant alerts when a client drops a new file in a shared drive folder. You can even connect to other apps you use every day, or hook it up to your company's own custom-built tools. The possibilities are huge. So really, it all just comes down to choosing the right starting point for you. Need a quick win for a common task? A prompt or a template is going to get you there in seconds. But if you have a really unique, complex process you want to automate, building from scratch gives you all the power you need to design it perfectly. So now you know the what and the how. The real question is, what are you going to do with it? See, the power of this tool really gets unlocked the moment you start looking at your own workday and spotting all those little repetitive chores that just drain your energy. Okay, let's just quickly recap the main points. First, think of flows as your personal AI assistant. Second, remember that every single automation is built from just 3 simple things: a starter, some steps, and variables. Third, you've got 3 super easy ways to get started, from a simple sentence to a full custom build. And finally, once a flow is on, it's on. It's just working for you in the background 24/7. So, I'll leave you with this one simple question. Now that you've seen what's possible, what's the very first repetitive task you're going to hand over to your new AI assistant?